I hope you guys are well. I welcome everybody back. It's been a couple weeks since I've been here. If you saw my post last week or a couple weeks ago, I had to go get checked out for a concussion. So we'll talk about that a little bit tonight too, but I'm okay. Everything's good, but I had to take a bit of time off. I've been feeling quite weird lately, actually. Definitely get you some sage. Would not be a bad idea. Today, tomorrow, I don't know. The energies of today feel very weird. I was talking about that with babes earlier. A little bit of grounding, silencing, probably disconnecting from your phone, just disconnecting in general, I think would be a good idea. So we're gonna cleanse all the energies, any negative energies or entities not for us, of us, or by us, from the divine are not welcome here, and they must leave now. Goodbye. So I really hope you guys are well. Thank you for coming back if you are joining me. I've been working on this bigger chameleon. I did finish the first chameleon painting, not the first one ever, but the first of the bigger paintings that I've been doing of the chameleons, and getting this guy going there's an art show coming up in Miami in Wynwood. It was originally scheduled for November 8th. And it has been postponed and moved to December 13th, which is a Saturday. So if you guys are in the Miami area, December 13th, please come check out the art show. It's local art club in Wynwood at the Arlo. Yeah, and it's going to be a wonderful time. Silvio Rodriguez Music hosts it and produces it, puts it on. He's a lovely DJ and a lovely person. Him and his wife are just awesome humans. I love doing shows down there. I haven't done as many lately because I don't live as close as I used to. But I do try to get down there when I can. So I'm super excited. But this is one of the paintings I'm taking with me. It's pretty big, as you can see. It's just in some base layer, the base layer level right now. So I'm gonna have a smoke and a chat. I did forget to pull the card on the last live that I did, so I apologize for that. I have them here. I did have them out last time. I just forgot to pull one. So I have them hopefully closer in my face, and I'm not gonna forget this time to pull one once we're finished up here. So let's see, let's chat. All right, the concussion. So there's a couple reasons I want to talk about it. For one, just to let you guys know what's going on, since I did say, hey, I have to go get checked out for a concussion, but if you've been here before, if you've checked out any of my stuff, you know that I very much believe in the holistic way of looking at things. We can heal ourselves. We are 100%, 333 on the time as I say that, but we are 100%, perfect beings. We are made, modeled after God, and we are perfect. We are made perfect. There's no reason for us to be ill or with dis-ease unless we have some chakra and energetical imbalances, emotional imbalances going on within us, right? So that's how it is. That's what I believe, and so that's what I go by holistically. I don't just run to take pills or to mask anything. I really try to figure out the root problem of why something's going on with me and look up any emotional relations or causes that might be to that. I have a couple charts written down in one of my spiritual books that speaks about, there's a couple charts, body charts, that shows the correlation of emotions to what the disease or the illness or whatever in your body, what that correlates to, what you've been holding in and what you need to release, let go of, and move through, and just let go of, really peel back the onion layers. And then I have another list that just has some other stuff, correlations emotionally related to, that I'll look up. There's many more that I could write down and that I will in the future, but this particular one, for what happened a couple weeks ago, I had to look up newly, as I hadn't had it written down before yet. And what happened was, I think I may have spoken on this before, but when I am, I feel a lot, right? I feel a lot of energies. I can feel, if I smell like laundry being done in the neighborhood, it's almost like I go into their house. Like I can feel what their house feels like. And it kind of, I don't know. It's really weird how it feels. Since 2020, I've become more sensitive that way. And I'll go into these little, I don't know, episode type things to where to best describe it, it feels like I am skipping into other dimensions, and I am just kind of floating into, just kind of other dimensions. I'm getting visions of other things. I'm smelling and seeing other things. Everything is very tangible. And so when these things happen, I usually have to just chill for a second and sit down and quiet my mind, because it makes me a little off balance to feel like I'm dimension hopping and shit, okay? So when I do that, I chill out for a second, close my eyes, I let it play out and finish through. And then usually at these times I can't really speak. I can't really say any clear words or anything. What's up, guys? Welcome. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm just speaking upon the concussion. I don't know if you saw the post that I made, what happened to me a couple weeks ago. So I had another one of these episodes in my living room, which culminated in me fainting and me passing out. That's only the second time in my whole life. I just turned 44 on the 18th. That's only the second time in my whole life that I've ever passed out, okay? And when I passed out in my living room on my hardwood floor. And first, let me tell you the experience of what I realized after. I'll tell you what happened when I woke up, and then I'll tell you what I noticed afterwards. So I remember having one of those episodes where I felt like I was starting to dimension hop. I stopped for a second, stood still, trying to rebalance and recenter myself, and I ended up fainting, I guess. Now, at the time, I needed to leave my house at 9 a.m. I remember noting that it was about 8:30 because I said to myself, okay, I have to leave here at 9 to go get Bugs his flea medicine or whatever, right? And it takes me about 20 minutes to get down there. So I remember thinking that, and then I remember going into the little dimension hopping, and then I woke up on the floor. I woke up like this, kind of laying there, almost like I had fell asleep. It was really weird. But when I woke up, I was out of it, of course, and I was wondering why the hell I was on the floor, and why did I lay down and take a nap? Like, what the fuck happened? Well, I look up at the clock and notice it had been a half hour that I had been down on the floor at this time. And so I get up and I notice this desk and my table, my little center table here, were pushed out really far. Like I had kicked them and just face planted pretty much. I splayed out on the floor and kicked my my OT light, or my ring light, and bent one of the legs on it. Thank God it still works, it's fine, but one of the legs is bent on it. Realizing within the next half hour, couple hours afterwards, I chipped my tooth. I bit both sides of my tongue. I hit my forehead. I saw blood on the floor when I woke up, and I thought something happened to my dog, so I freaked out for a second. No, it's because I face planted. I hit my eye here, and I hit my dermal there, and pretty much busted it out of my face, and it was bleeding, and I had blood on the floor from that. Fucking crazy ass experience, you guys. I texted my babes like, yo, this is what happened. I just woke up on the floor. He was like, what the fuck? Are you okay? So whatever, my ass, don't judge. I did what I had to do. I went and got his medication and came back and just realized afterwards all of this other stuff that had happened while I was down. And it was crazy and not cool, right? I did a little bit of research, but mostly it felt like I really needed to ground myself. I'm not one to just rush. My point of saying the holistic stuff is I didn't just rush to the hospital. It did take me a couple days to go, but I did go to the hospital and get checked out. Everything was fine that way. EKG, blood work, everything, blah, 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 blah. That stuff was good. But doesn't mean it wasn't a crazy ass experience, and I'm still, you know, paying attention and researching some things about what happened when I fell and why I passed out, right? So I had to get checked for the concussion. That's why I haven't been here in a couple weeks. That's why I wanted to let you guys know that. One of the spiritual reasons I did look up of just passing out and fainting is that it's a state of spiritual exhaustion, discouragement, or emotional weariness of life's struggles, requiring a person to seek inner renewal and divine support. Now, if you know me, again, you know that I've been on this journey for quite a while now as far as trying to better myself spiritually and really getting to know myself more and tapping into my inner layers, you know, the root problems, the root issues of why I used to react to shit that I did, and making sure that I'm more of a calm, centered, peaceful being, you know what I mean? So that type of journey has been a little more along the lines of about 10 years now. But here lately, since 2002, it seems to have been really leveling up. And so I'm always really trying to better myself in that way and release anything without trying to be too judgmental on myself either. I'm really fucking good at that shit. But to release anything that's weighing me down so that I can just move forward, you know, and find out the root causes and keep it peaceful and centered over here, you know what I mean? So if I can, I do that. But seeking the inner renewal and divine support within the last, I'd say heavily since August, but really all of this year, it seems like each month has been a dimension hop of level up of energy shifts and things that have been happening with the world, but with everybody's consciousness too, okay? Somebody sent me something the other day that, like, the hertz here today or around this time, sometime this week, the hertz are going to be different, like doubled. So we're all going to be synced up together on like the same consciousness hertz level or some shit. I'm not saying it correctly, I know, but I did read. If you read it, you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't, you can figure it out if you go look it up. But so that was very interesting. I wouldn't doubt that, you know, if you're a bit more sensitive to energies like I am, that you've been feeling it a bit more. I know I've spoken with some people feeling the same. And, you know, every time we get on here, we speak about the shifts and stuff. And it's really about trying to have some kind of a little bit of a support system here and know that you're not alone if you are going through this shit. And either nobody else seems to, or people around you maybe don't understand the spiritual shift that you are going through. And you just sound crazy to everybody around you. And if this is some type of haven that makes you feel a little less crazy and know that you're not the only one going through this shit, then, you know, I'm here for you. Seriously, like, that's what it's here for. I'm not an expert on nothing. I'm here to share my experiences of what I've gone through and what I'm going through to hopefully have y'all not feel alone if you're going through something similar or something not similar if you're just going through something. I don't want you to feel alone at all, so. But the shifts lately, bro, again, crazy. If you have any fainting spells or anything, any different types of shifts like that, let me know. I need to know I'm not alone out here sometimes too, you know? Shit's crazy. But I do feel better, though with the meaning I was talking about of feeling, here, let me read that properly again. Oh, weariness from life's struggles requiring a person to seek inner renewal. So that's part of my biggest shifts as of not even just super lately, the last few years since 2020, of really shifting my mindset into the, you know, the law of attraction type ways, the real law, the only law, the basic law, the law of attraction, besides like gravity and shit like that. You know what I'm saying though? Like the way that things work, the way energies work. What you focus on comes to you, and really trying to live each moment in the days as I want to be, right? As I am, but not in the future, as now. So Abraham Hicks, you know, Carl Jung, all of these people that speak on similar stuff like this, the law of attraction, they have their own ways of describing it. Bob Proctor, you know, all these people are just lovely people that keep me going and try to, you know, They help motivate me to try to keep me centered and keep my brain, I don't know, balanced as I can. I think what happens, to be honest, and what has happened and why I fainted was because I've been doing it too much deliberately. Trying to be too regimented with the practices of the law of attraction and kind of focusing too much on it and not letting go enough because of being, you know, my lovely ways of growing up with me wanting to be a perfectionist and, you know, thinking that that was some kind of achievable goal and something that's real. It's not, and that's fine with me now. I'm cool with that. But I'm pretty competitive and I try to be the best at anything I try to do, or at least very good at it. So I'm hard on myself sometimes. Let's say I used to be hard on myself sometimes. I'm getting easier on myself as to speak it now, to be lighter on myself. Yes, I'm getting better and better at it. But I think that was part of what happened with my fainting spell. I think I've been overdoing it and overworking that part of it and not just letting myself be. And so I think it just finally culminated into a bunch of overthinking and my ass passed out and face planted on the fucking floor. So if that's not a big slow the fuck down, I don't know what is. But I'm glad to be back. If you're here, thank you guys. Doing some painting. Have a smoke with me. The weather outside is beautiful, autumn weather. I'll be pulling a card at the end. So we'll have a little chat about the card pulling at the end. I'm thinking about offering some mini card readings again. I used to offer personal readings, so if you would be interested in that, let me know. And hopefully I'll be able to speak properly by that time also. But tomorrow is Halloween, my favorite holiday ever, as it is probably for a bunch of you also. I've got one of my spooky little shirts on. It is a bit more chilly this morning. I'm in Florida and it felt like 48 this morning. Bro, no, I'm gonna need that warmth to come on back. I know we're just in fall. We're not even in November yet. Give me a couple days, right? But it is a beautiful fall night. Me and Buggy had a great walk earlier and have the windows open now, enjoying the weather, doing some painting. Gonna have a smoke with you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. But that's what happened with the concussion. And thank you to all who reached out. And if you're concerned, I appreciate it. I'm good. Anything that happens in your body, there is a spiritual reason for it. It's your body trying to tell you that something's off emotionally, something's off energetically, something's off chakrally, and you need to fix it. And it needs to be corrected and balanced. So try not to, if you can help it, to just mask everything with a pill or with, you know, that quick, easy fix. Try to figure out what that emotion correlates to and how you can release the emotions that are connected to whatever dis-ease you're having in your body and release it. So anyway, back to December 13th, art show in Wynwood, Miami at the Arlo. For the local art club is putting that on. I'll be there with this painting and with a few other giant chameleon paintings and with, I have some other artwork too I'll have there. I was planning on having, which I'll still take some, and I have some of my Inktober's from other years and some spooky art I'll have for sale there also. And affordable, very affordable, all kinds of ranges of prices too. And then, oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Is it Lila or Lila? I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong, but thank you. And so I would love to see you guys down there in Wynwood and check out some of your art. Maybe you're one of the artists that'll be down there at the show, but that would be super dope. And then I'm also, when I'm done with the live tonight and working on this for a little bit, I have to finish our Halloween costumes. Me and Buggy, I'm making some Halloween costumes for us for tomorrow, so I'm super excited about that. They're coming out pretty good so far. This is the first time I've made anything like this. So we'll see how it goes. I'll display it tomorrow. Actually, let me write that shit down before I forget. But I'll show you guys tomorrow the costumes on here. And what? Do you want to say hi? I'll show you guys Buggy. Give me a second. My little notepad. I don't know what I'm going to do when I tattoo the rest of this hand. Maybe I'll tattoo lines for a notepad on there and just take notes that way. No, I wouldn't do that. Come here. Do you want to say hi? Come here, Bugger. Oh my goodness. Let's say hi. We gotta get our costumes ready, huh? Oh my goodness. Look at how sweet. Say hi. This is Tarragon. Tarragon Speckle. On my bed. He's 8 months old, 8.5 months old. He's my sweet baby. So. Oh, Hungarian. Okay. Beautiful. I love that. So, this is Buggy. He's chilling. I think he's tired. He's had a long day. All right. You gonna lay down? Let mommy finish. Okay. I love you. So, you can see some of his videos on my shorts on there, on the rest of my channel too, if you want to check more of him out. He is the sweetest boy ever. He's part wiener dog, dachshund. His dad's a dachshund. And then, thank you. I love him so very much. He's the best. But his dad's a dachshund, and then his mom is like a pit shepherd mix or something. So he won't get very big. He's about 24 pounds right now. And he's the best. He's my sweet boy. I had my older bub that passed in March. My Bubby, Mr. T-Rex, he passed away in March. He was around 14, give or take, so he had a nice long life. But now we have little Buggy here. So anyways. Back to, just wanted to share that with you guys again about the concussion, but more so about you checking out your emotions and making sure that you're centered and are able to just release anything that you need to release, that you can heal yourself and you don't have to be on all of these prescription drugs and, you know, all these new things that come out that are just terrible for your body. You can heal yourself, and I've seen it happen. I've done it before, and it's really a powerful, beautiful thing that we have here to do. So anyways, hopefully I'm making some kind of sense. I want you guys to be empowered with yourselves and know that you can do anything that you put your mind to. Again, what you focus on comes to you. So if you are sitting around complaining all the time, if you're worried all the time, you know, if you're stressed all the time, if you're focused on the lack, then that's what you're going to live in. And that's when you're going to see more of come around you. You're going to see evidence of that. You know, that's it's going to be shown to you. No matter what 3D is right now. The 3D right now is old. It's lagging. This is old things that have been manifested. So you have to remain in that energy of, you know, health and wealth or whatever it is that you're envisioning for yourself. Be within that vision and live that as it is now. Okay? If you're envisioning yourself as a millionaire, as a multimillionaire, and you know, you can see yourself with this mansion and these cars and whatever it is that you desire. But let's say in the 3D lag right this second, you don't have $1 million to go get that. That doesn't matter. You can still live as a millionaire would, as you would as a millionaire. You can feel as that would feel in this moment right now, and that's your choice. So you can, you know, pay attention to the 3D bullshit that's going on around you, or you can visualize what you want for the future and move closer towards that by aligning with that energy and matching with it, okay? So, oh, thank you. This is a rainbow obsidian crystal, and it's actually a very, 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 very dark purple. It's just hard to see, but it goes, I love obsidian. They're a protective stone, and it is really slipping my mind what the other meanings are of it, but I love obsidian too. There's black obsidian, of course, but this is rainbow. It's very pretty. Has some marbling on the back too. I got that in Arizona when I used to live there. So, yeah, I hope you guys are having a lovely night, and tomorrow that you're having a great Halloween. Let me know what you're gonna dress up as. Every Thursday night is when I do the live paintings, as long as I'm not getting checked out for a concussion and feeling all weird. But I'll be here smoking, painting, chatting with you guys. And like I said, if you think you'd want a private reading, let me know, a personal reading. We can do just a shorty one. And pretty much it's just for any guidance or anything that my readings usually have to do with bettering yourself, and anything that you might need to hear that you already know or that you don't want to hear that might come up. Not anything in a bad way, but just, you know, holding yourself accountable for, hey, you know, if this is what's happening in your life, this is kind of what you need to tweak and go from there. And that's just what I offer, just to try to help as much as I can better yourself. So 2444 on the time as I say that. It is my 44th year on this earth, and that's pretty cool. 4 is all about stability and a strong foundation, a firm foundation. I've definitely been, good night. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Yeah, so 44, again, about a strong foundation. You know, it's got the 4 pillars, so it's firm. It's got the, I guess foundation is the word I'm looking for, but you know what I mean? The stability, just the stability of the 4, right? So definitely have been doing that this year. A lot of my lovely manifestations, visions for what I want have been culminating in the 3D, and I'm very, 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 very blessed and so grateful for everyone in my life. So, yeah, with my artwork, with my readings, with anything, if you guys have any questions about it, you want to go check out my website, dragonqueen.ink, I-N-K. You can book a consultation for a tattoo appointment if you'd like. I've been tattooing almost 25 years. I do unique custom tattoos. I read your energies and draw you something specific for you. And even better than you can even imagine, because I love providing that for my clients and making you guys feel even more magical when you leave my presence. So I do work in downtown Orlando at a lovely shop called Citrus Archives Tattoo Collective on South Street. I have a private room there. I'm repainting it and doing some murals on the walls, but it's totally ready and open for some tattoo appointments. Also, I have some time in November. So if you want to check that out, you can go to my, like I said, website, dragonqueen.ink, I-N-K, or my Instagram, Dragon Queen Creations, with underscores in between the words. Or if you just Google Dragon Queen Creations, I pop up everywhere. You can email me or whatever you need. So we're going to pull a card for the night, for the end of the reading. Have a bit of a little guidance or, you know, a little message from Spirit for you guys before I get off here. What are you going to do for Halloween, though? I really want to know. I'm going to go hang out with my friend Mel. Me and Buggy are going to dress up. Like I said, I'm going to finish making our costumes tonight, and I'll put those up tomorrow. And, yeah, go trick-or-treating with my friend's kids and just have a great time tomorrow. I'm super excited to get out and have a bit of social time. I spend a lot of time painting and being a bit introverted, but, you know, I'm an extrovert, introverted extrovert, or vice versa. I don't know which way it goes, but that's me, you know. Point being, my ass needs to get out of the house tomorrow and go do something. So let's pull a card. Just some guidance, please. Great Spirit for anyone watching tonight. Sorry, Buggy, did I wake you up? That was some aggressive shuffling, was it not? Oh, well, 2 cards fell out face up, so that's what we're going to go with. Beautiful. Commitment. Hey. New relationship, maybe? New commitment to yourself. New commitment to your career, to your passions, to your arts, to what you're doing for yourself, for you. It's not selfish to do what you want to do for yourself. And inspiration. I think those go very well hand in hand. It reminds me of I'm in a new relationship, a new loving relationship, partner, you know, relationship. Not a friendship, right? A relationship. Anyways, it's pretty new, but these are definitely within those energies of what's happening. We are both creators. We inspire each other very much and motivate each other to create more and just kind of feed off each other's energies. So we're definitely committed to each other and what we want for ourselves and for our vision for the future. So we've got some lovely birds there. I've had some ravens and crows around in the backyard lately. Some that look bigger than my dog, I swear. Serious question. Shoot. Go ahead. What you got? You can ask. Go ahead and ask. If I can shine light on it, I will. Or maybe the answer's in these cards a bit. I don't know. We'll read the meanings though, and then I'll come back to your question here in a second. And if I'm able to answer it for you, I totally will, okay? So let's start with the commitment card. I like reading, I like holding up the visuals on it too, because if you look at what's in the card, there's also meanings and stuff within it of the types of birds. They have different meanings, spiritual meanings that go with them. So, and then you can see it almost makes a heart in the middle with the knot that they have. It's a rope. It looks like it could be the sun in the background. It also looks like it could be kind of a transparent moon. So you can take whatever symbolism from that you'd like. But the commitment card says, your dedication at this time is in question. Where you have put your heart and soul into it, you have reaped the rewards and you have so much to offer. However, your lack of focus underlines a fear of commitment. Something from your past is preventing you from making a choice, and the free spirit within dreads the thought of being trapped. However, a little focus and dedication is required on your part to release any self-made restrictions. The universe is poised in your favor to devote to that cause, to pledge allegiance with a partner, or to commit to an offer at this time. Some magical meanings are obligations do not serve you, rethink your loyalty, you are being taken lightly, your dreams need focus, commit to freedom, and someone pops the question. Oh, very interesting. We were just talking about the romantical relationships also, so that's super fun for some of you. These are just meanings that could be, within that card, but take what it is to you from your intuition and what you're feeling it is for you. We were speaking on this a little bit already though, when I was saying about not feeling selfish for doing what you want to do for yourself or what you feel you need to do. All right, is it Mo Magic? Give me just a few minutes, honey, okay? Let me finish with these cards. So there's some obligation, there's some things that you're doing in your life from the commitment card that are off focus of really what you want to be doing for your life. And you're feeling like you have obligations that really aren't your responsibilities that you're taking care of right now, that you need to let go of and focus on what you need to do for yourself, okay? That's what that means about the obligations do not serve you. It might not even be with another person. It could be, it's whatever's within you. You'll be able to feel it. You know what it is because it's off within you. As soon as you think about it, you're going to feel the off feeling with it. And you're going to know that it's that feeling that's giving you the inclination that something needs to be adjusted, okay? If you're feeling forced and like, I have to go do this because, why do you have to go do it, number one? If it's not for your path, if it's not for the focus of what you want for your life, and if it's not your responsibility, you need to let it go, okay? It's not your obligation. You're being taken lightly. What we focus on and what we put out comes back to us, right? We talked about that already. So if you're being taken lightly in your life, it's because you're taking yourself lightly. If people aren't taking you seriously, because you're not taking yourself seriously. It is your responsibility to put those boundaries up and to show people that you're serious about what you want and that you're focused and dedicated to what you want and committed to what you want for your life. And then they'll respect it because you respect yourself and what you want for yourself, okay? Let's move on to inspiration. Magical guidance for inspiration is, inspiration beckons you to trust in your imagination, for this is the gateway to real magic and a world that you wish to light up. What were we just talking about earlier? Visualizing what you want for your life, guys. Don't pay attention to the 3D. You've already created this. It's old. It's lagging. It's behind. So that's why you can't focus on this. You have to focus on what you want for your life. Again, what your visualization is. Just because it doesn't match exactly or the next day after you think of it, because you're in a good mood and you visualized it and it's not here immediately, that doesn't mean it's not coming. That doesn't mean it's not for you. You still have to incorporate patience with that. But part of it is faith and trust. So you have to have faith and trust in your visualization, that you staying centered within yourself and being true to yourself, the path will guide you to exactly what you want, quicker than you can even expect, right? Just don't stare at the fucking clock about it, okay? Anyway. Call upon the spirits of the air to stimulate your mind and illuminate any creative ideas. A flash of inspiration to bring about a brilliant revelation will change your course and is reflected in your thoughts and dreams. Focus and follow up on inventiveness and innovation. Allow your inner creativity to be expressed. I'm also hearing, as I read that, you guys are getting some awesome, magnificent ideas and downloads and new ways of doing things, but there's a bit of fear in you being judged for doing it that way, or going about it a new way, or expressing your ideas in the way that you want to do it, even though it's different from the normal way or from what the rest of the team wants. Something to that effect is something I need to tell whoever is listening to that, okay? Step through that fear and push through. It doesn't matter if everybody in the room is against you. If you know what your idea is or what you're doing is correct and it's right, and it'll get there no matter what anybody else is thinking or judging about you, then you'll prove everybody wrong. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the whole, however many opinions of other people drag you down on what your intentions are for what you want for your life, because it will happen and it can happen. All the people that have done great things in this world, great inventions, things that even the airplane, the Wright brothers, we never thought. Look at back in the day, people were like, yeah, you're fucking crazy flying, right? They barely even believed in the car. But then to believe that we could fly like a bird, are you crazy? Probably half or 75% of the world thought they were crazy probably. And what? They pushed through and said, fuck y'all, we're doing this shit anyway. We see it. We know it can happen. And they did. And now look where we're at. So that's the point. That's why you have to push through that fear, you guys, and have faith. Okay. Focus and follow up on intentiveness and innovation. Allow your inner creativity to be expressed. Take long walks to clear the mind. I'm guilty of needing to clear my mind lately also. And allow nature to truly inspire you. So throw caution to the wind and watch your visions manifest into reality so you too become someone to aspire to, right? You're already probably somebody that inspires people around you, children around you, family members, friends that you don't even realize. You know, just because people don't say that to you doesn't mean that you're not inspiring to them. You know, if you're really trying to better yourself every day, you're a fucking inspiration. If you're just a dope-ass person doing your best, you're an inspiration. You know what I mean? So just keep on going, please. And have faith that what you want matters and follow that vision. Some other magical meanings of the inspiration card. Let's check out the visuals on that. Look how beautiful she is. Look at her light shining within. Like, she's fucking glowing, bro. And she looks like a mermaid. I think she is a mermaid. That's pretty cool. She's got light in her hands. She's got an idea there that sparked that she's getting ready to create. Excuse me. Some of you need to speak your truth and get that out there too. Meditate daily. Start a new project. Write, paint, draw, get creative. Get out into nature, take long hilly walks, and blow the cobwebs away for clarity of mind. As much as I love to sit here and paint and do what I do and create as I do, I have to get the fuck away from it sometimes and go clear myself away, you know, and really do what I need to do for myself again. Yes, honey, I hear you. You subbed. I appreciate that. I'm not forgetting about you. But yeah, you have to get out and get away and change up. I often like change up your environment a little bit. And yeah, nature's really the best for that because you don't have all these opinions and all these other energies getting back in your head of, you know, clouding up your mind and your inner vision and your inner self and your inner voice of what you want, right? That's why you need to quiet your mind so you can hear what yourself is saying, so you can hear what yourself wants. Because if you load it up with YouTube, Instagram, you watch the news, then you flip through this other show, then you remembered something you heard in 3rd grade and something your dad told you when you were 10 and all these other opinions and voices clouding of what you truly want. That's where stagnation comes from. That's where fear comes from, procrastination, you know, not growing, being hard on yourself, depression. It all comes from listening to other voices that are not our inner voice. Okay, so just listen to yourself, please. You are an inspiration. You're here to inspire others. All you have to do is be yourself and do what you're here to do. And you will inspire others to do the same. And it'll be a chain reaction and it's a beautiful fucking thing. Okay? And be committed to it. Commit to yourself. Show people that you're serious about what you want in yourself. And they can't do anything but reflect that back to you. Because they're mirrors. Okay? So take yourself seriously. I love you guys. Let's see. Okay. Mo Magic. Let me see what you got here. Now, first off, I need to ask, do you do any type of protection around yourself and your family? At the very least, do you sage? Do you speak with God, angels? Do you protect yourself, Archangel Michael? Like, that's what I always recommend first, before anything, is that you protect yourself and your family energetically. Sage is very important for that also. But if you have, you know, like I said, speak to God, speak to angels. We have willpower, so we have to, we have free will, so we do have to ask, you know. Well, I do believe in getting sage and cleansing because it cleanses the air and the energies and entities around you. Tell them to leave. You don't ask them to leave nicely. You tell them, you have to leave. You're not welcome here. Get the fuck out of my house. Okay? So the first steps that I always take if I feel anything negative like that is that. Okay? I can't do the full right now, honey. If you want to book a reading with me, we can do a reading. I can give you my email, and we can chat there. But I definitely recommend doing that first and making sure that you are focusing on anything that's positive. You know, anything that has negative energies, if you're focusing on, you're going to give it energy and give it power. So take the power away by not giving it energy, by not giving it attention. Okay? Don't acknowledge it. So make sure you're protecting yourself and not feeding what's there and standing in your power. It is your house. It is your place. You know what I mean? So you can email me some more about it if you'd like. And then we can chat about it more, not on the live video, okay? It's dragonqueencreations@gmail.com, okay? So just email me there, please, and then we can chat about it more there. I really, really appreciate you coming and checking out the video and being here. Anyone that listened, thank you guys. I hope the cards helped and the guidance helped a bit. I hope you have a wonderful Halloween if you celebrate. And I said my email, I'll say it again, dragonqueencreations@gmail.com. It's also on my, you know, if you Google my YouTube name, that's my company name. That's my whole everything. So if you Google that, you can find all my information there of how to get a hold of me and any of my, again, contact information, but any of my portfolio stuff too, tattoos, artwork, and anything like that. So thank you guys so much for being here. Have a wonderful night. Stay safe this weekend. And I'd love to see your costumes and let me know how it goes. I love y'all. And I'll see you next week.